Okay, guys, so you are going to be given a couple of problems like this, which will say axis of symmetry and vertex algebraically. Now, in the past, we used x is equal to negative b over 2a. You found the x, and then you use your calculator to go find the output, or you substituted it into the function to find the output. But since we're focusing on vertex form, that's really how I'm going to ask you to do this problem. So, keep your work on this a little bit, because I might ask you to send me a snapshot on it on these problems, okay? So let's just take a look at this one, slightly different than the ones you did before because it has a lead coefficient that is negative. And I want to show you how to deal with that. So the first thing you want to do is, we can't do completing the square with a lead that's negative. So the best move here would be to multiply every single term by -1, which I can do because it is a equation. So that's going to be -y equal to, now it's going to be x squared plus 4x plus 8. Now I'm just going to go to that process that we've done before, subtracting that 8 from both sides. And now we have -y minus 8 is equal to x squared plus 4x. Okay? Now to finish out and find the term that will create a perfect trinomial, and take half of the b and square it. So that's going to be 4 here. It'll also be 4 there. So 4 minus 8 is -4 minus y on that side. And then over here now I have x plus 2, and I'm going to square it. Now I'm going to add that 4 to both sides. And I have -y is equal to x plus 2 squared plus 4. Now, I don't want to know what the opposite of the output is. I want to know what the actual output is. So I'm going to multiply back through that -1. So this will be y. Now I have -x plus 2 squared plus the 4. Now, I'm making an intentional mistake right here. This is supposed to be negative, okay? I'm going to show you what happens when you make that error, so that you can see what it looks like in the calculator when you have a mistake, okay? So I put this into my calculator, and you can see I put the first one in as it was given, and I'm making an intentional mistake right here. When I multiply this in -1 through, that should make this positive, that should make this negative, and that should make this negative. But I want you to see what happens when you make a mistake in the calculator. So let's go and look at the output for a minute. So you notice when you look at the output, it's not the same. So that's when you can go back and go, what did I do wrong? So I did the opposite here. That should be positive. This is one term. Remember, guys, that doesn't get distributed because it's being squared. Look at that. There's my mistake. This +4 was also supposed to become a -4. So now if I go and I make that correction, you'll be able to see that the two functions are the same. And we'll be able to go into the table and see that they have the exact same output. Now, yes, you could have done x is equal to -b over 2a, found the x value, and then substituted it back into the original. And that is true, but that is not the focus of today's lesson. The focus of today's lesson is to get more comfortable with vertex form. And because vertex form reveals the vertex, we're going to go on ahead and find that vertex. So we think the vertex here is -2, -4. So I'm going to check that out in my calculator and see if that holds true. So, and it really, -2, -4, it does. See the symmetry around it? So I'm good to go. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to put in -2, comma, -4. So that's what I would like you to do with these kinds of problems. I really hope that you enjoy working with this new program. I think I like it a little bit for you too, okay? So watch the videos. If you have any questions, you can certainly email me, but there are also help videos that you can hit too if you're running into some problems, okay? Have fun with it.